Greetings and salutations. Okay, so I just continued on, guys. You all have seen part one. It is posted. Now we're going into part two. Also, just figured out the date is the 26th. It's every place but America. So when I said it was October 5th or 4th, whatever, that was really May 10th because it is the 26th of September. So I played it for the first time, really. Cat hair everywhere because I'm getting it off of me. She's just everywhere. Anyway, so it auto saved as well, and then I guess I saved. I guess if the day ends, it auto saves. Maybe, I don't know. We'll go with it. I'm just gonna load the auto save. We're going into day 2, still in Act 1, Part 2. I guess is how that works. Let's see what happens. Last we played, we learned there were werewolves, and we met Lynn, who is a giant dog-like person who doesn't want to get mistaken for a werewolf, so she doesn't want to take the quest herself. So we put that quest together. We learned how to make some drinks. We had a mysterious stranger come to the bar who we have a charismatic drink, and he mentioned something about some banshees, maybe, that had a bone-chilling, bone-breaking song or scream or something. And then Lynn, the same that was there, she mentioned get cat hair. She mentioned maybe undead snails, and that's where she was going to go see her sister. We also have Fable, who is an elf, and they don't know what they want to be when they grow up. They want to travel and do things, not to leave the area forever, but to just see new things because their life is very boring and they want to have adventure, but they're have anxiety about everything and they are allergic to peanuts or just nuts in general from what it sounded like. Anyway, let us start our day and see where it brings us. Okay. And the rooster crows. Oh, Fable! A quest has been taken. Oh, Lord. I don't know if I can remember the voice, guys. I just did it like 10 minutes ago. I washed some dishes and I came back. Got some mail and I was gone 15 minutes, maybe 20 tops. And I don't know if I remember. We'll see what happens when I open my mouth. What do you have there, Fable? I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Traegarian. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hood guy from yesterday. Not yet. What kind of hero are you, looking for? What kind of hero are you, looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain. Woods even. Preferably one who is good with the bow. One who tells me they want the quest. I am good with the bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around any woods. I know, Fable. And maybe I want the quest? Just maybe? No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I'm able to think about is telling you, are you telling me to follow my heart? Which is horrible advice. Your heart cannot be trusted. It flutters about willy-nilly. Do not follow your heart. Follow your head, which is up there, and your gut. Your heart will lead you astray. It will have you going on flippant errands and falling flippantly, willy-nilly. Don't listen to your heart. Listen to your head. Your heart can keep you from doing good and bad, I suppose, to an extent, but your heart will send you down dangerous paths. Don't go chasing down dangerous loves just because your heart tells you that you can change them when your head knows you're full of gobbledygook and nonsense. So no, Don't listen to your heart. Use your head and your gut. And then your heart can just be a third party that sits there as a moral compass, maybe? Don't listen to your heart as your primary source of information. It is ignorant and flippant. And then I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me, and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forest. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they are also human. But you've talked to humans before. And you got us silver arrows for your birthday last year. They're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. And I didn't think that far ahead. I see. Or rather, I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest and then I have to go on the quest? And I have to fight the werewolf or talk to the werewolf, which is worse. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if when I try to shoot it with my silver arrow, I miss and shoot a tree instead, and then the tree would be mad at me? But it wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead because of the werewolf. That took a quick turn, a dark one at that. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable? Yes? Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe? I can't make this decision for you. Neither can I. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes the decision for me. Like a slime, a frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? It's not the point. My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water, more slime, bones. You sell bones? Only to slimes. Ah, maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. You'll just have to pick them up from the forest floor. Doesn't seem very promising. She's not a very confident creature. I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Why are you so anxious, Fable? It's a werewolf. I wouldn't go after a werewolf, not on my own. I would create a posse, a brigade of people, and then I would go after the werewolf. I would lead the charge, but it would help to know someone. I had someone at my back. In general, I think answering that would take up more time than we have to spare. I agree. About taking the quest. Seems to me like that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses, but it would make a good start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. That would step backwards, but okay. The worms? They seem like they need protecting. But every time I think about embarking on a quest, and I start to think more deeply about what might happen, all my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. I get it. I'm an overthinker. It's part of my charm. And I say charm because it sounds better than disorder. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf. That's fair. We don't know that what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might. Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats that they can look back on to prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind them of the light and the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Mary Morgan incident, or my first encounter with the Amaranthian Hydra, or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. Oh Lord, I want to know about all of these things. But I feel like the first one and the last one are the most intriguing, because a Hydra isn't something that I want to encounter, so I don't know that I would want to be a part of that. So I don't think that bears much explaining there. I think the meat and potatoes will be, why does no one want to spend time with you? That's my thoughts. Because they look like they're about to cry, and I don't like that. I'm too much of the empath to care about that. Let's see. Why does no one want to spend time with you? Because I am unlucky. I'm unlucky, and whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. Imagine there's one nail sticking out in the whole kingdom. Everyone will pass by it, except for me. I'd get caught on it and rip my coat. Did that happen once? Once? I wish it had just been once. It seems like my life only follows the path that's the most embarrassing. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming, and they make for a nice bouquet, you know? Or hair accessories, they always calm my anxiety when I have them around. But, me being me, I confuse them for their evil twin, the weeping Amaryllis. Now guess what I spent the whole day doing afterwards? Weeping? Like a baby all day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt like the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, Fable. It was. Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. What of the Mary Morgan incident? Yes, the Mary Morgan incident. Didn't you hear about that? Oh, thank Gaia word didn't get around. It was my very first adventure, the chance to finally escape from the daily grind. What happened? An adventuring party was on their way passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to the Sylvan spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night. And the fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So they wanted guidance from a local ranger. A merchant up in Terragaran recommended me. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure. Yay! I was so excited, but also very, very nervous. So of course, it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous? New people, seasoned adventurers. one stronger than the next, all in shining armor and armed to the teeth. It is intimidating, and new people by itself is scary. I get anxious going to places with people I've been a million times. Like I go to D&D tonight, and I still get a wee bit nervous every time I go. We have been playing since May with the same party. So 4 months, going on to 6 months. And you would think that after 6 months of hanging out with people nearly every Friday night, and sometimes on Saturdays for other extracurricular activities, that I would be quite comfortable in my own skin. But no, I still get nervous and I get anxious when I play. I think I will always be anxious when I play D&D. I play with 2 different parties. It doesn't matter which party I'm playing with. One party I have known for shinier 20 years, if not 20 years. And I still get nervous when I play because I'm always afraid I'm gonna mess up. What if I do a move that gets somebody killed? What if I get myself killed? What if I roll poorly? All these ifs and buts and candies and nuts, and I don't have a very Merry Christmas. So I understand it. Like, I get it. It's a struggle. It's a process, and my phone is tangled up in my headset and it's limiting my mobility. But yeah, so I get it. I get it, Fable. I do. From one anxious overthinker to another, I understand you and your poor little soul. I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. How did it go wrong? I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course, I don't know whether they were actually glared or whether they actually glared, but my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I've never got lost in the woods before. But this time I did. I couldn't see well. There was blood rushing in my ears, and I felt dizzy. So, for some stupid reason, I led them along a path no one should ever take. Past the riverbanks of the Shivermere, home of the Mary Morgan. I don't know what it is. You know of the Mari Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men? Not sure if she's really differentiates between genders, though. We got a rumor. For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared, and in the end, they had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way out when dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. And I silently bid my farewells when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. And I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughingstock of every one of their gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot in the adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have led them right into the arms of the Wyvern chimera that resides in the Quag Mangrove. Now that too. They say it has the taste for adventurers. But you didn't. But I didn't. We're learning all kinds of things, guys. And your first encounter with the Hydra? Well, just a day after it arrived to guard the portal to the Dream Plane Avalon. I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. Well, that sounds lovely. I make homemade biscuits. But probably not the biscuits they're referring to, given the British accents and such of the game. Mine are southern biscuits, so we would have with gravy, which I also make homemade. I burned them a little in the oven, but I thought since it has fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amaranthian Hydra, and I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around, and how its green scales match my hat. But it was so tall and intimidating, I forgot all about what I wanted to say. So I just set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. It looked at my biscuits and then at me, and it said, "By the rivers of the star stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are sturdy as the gilded ice. Some things as changing as Leviathan's sea. All chimeras hate mice, and all hydras love tea." I thought to myself, wow, the Amaranthian Hydra has given me a riddle. We have a vermin version. Gotcha. A quest. Maybe this shall be my first adventure. But I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left, and I tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. I was too ashamed to step foot in front of it again, lest it know I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore, and I ran back, apologized, and begged for the answer. Turns out, that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. Did you get it some? Yes. Then you completed its quest. 3 days late. If it had needed an antidote, it would have died. Would haves are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. They change nothing. Adventures don't come tied up in neat, mistakeless bows. Your mistakes are part of your story, Fable, no matter how hard you try and shame yourself for them. This is true. We simply learn from them. I like you the same nonetheless. You do? Yes. I don't care much for Fable, the flawless hero. I don't think their stories would be very interesting. Fable, the messy adventurer with a heart of gold and an enduring personality, on the other hand. Great non-guy, might even be my favorite regular. Don't tell anyone else I said that. I won't. Thank you, Innkeep. And because I like you so much, I'm going to keep giving you free advice. One day, I will pass out free advice too. Well, I do it anyway, but one day it'll be more valuable once I'm a licensed therapist. Right now, it's just words that I have to give based on experiences and my thought processes, which are very analytical. So don't think for a second I flippantly pass it out. It's well thought of and formulated. I hope so. What do you have for me? You seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I not be when everything I touch falls apart? You know that isn't true. You're right. I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me, but I seem to just get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I am capable of. You'll have to find that out then. I like Fable. They're cool. Like, on a quest, for example, don't you think I'm a little underleveled? Do you think that will change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't and then no one comes around? What if I'm the only chance they've got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better? The best thing you can do is try to help them. So what if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? Four hands are better than two, and who knows? You might even end up forming a party. Oh! And besides, if a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I'm a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away really quick. That's the spirit. Okay, I, Fable, a great gardener and future hero, charmer of nymphs, and am going to embark on this quest and save the villagers. And I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yes, good job. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? Yes! Ooh, pardon. Do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet so the werewolf won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight, I'm going to need that surprise round advantage. Or maybe something that can help me with diplomacy? Perhaps it's just hungry. It's a hungry lost lichen after all, and it only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we could even be friends? But I would need something with a lot of charisma for that. I will leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. Oh God. But of course I'm sure you're already aware of that. Sorry for backseat mixing. Oh great. Okay. So. Let's see. A frosted lagoon. That's charisma down there, I think, right? Charisma's this one. So that's... Oh, it's this one. Okay. So we have dexterity and charisma. That's the dexterity one. That's the charisma one. This one's got charisma and... This has got charisma and wisdom or knowledge or whatever, intelligence, whatever they want to call it. Oh, Lord. So that one won't be beneficial. I would like one that dabbled in these two together, but I don't have a recipe for that yet. So I think that the lichen or werewolf or whatever is wanting a good talk, or that they need to plan on attacking. I would rather give them the tools to attack and kill it and it not have been bad, and them deal with that, than give it the tools to charm it and it not want to be charmed. Now normally, if I'm playing a character, I always go with charisma because I'm charismatic and I know I'm not very dexterous, so I always build up on charisma. But I apologize, pardon me. I don't know how that will behoove Fable. Oh, a leaf on the wind. Agility, speed, and remarkable accuracy. Emotionally repressed. Oh, Lord. Persuasive abilities. How do I want to do this, guys? I genuinely do not know. Okay. I've been thinking about it. And I think I am going to go with the dexterity. Because I feel like if they're able to kill it, it's attacking things, that's all. It's not going to tell us if it's good or bad. I mean, it's just the way that it is. And it will probably boost Fable's confidence if they are able to strike down their first foe and maybe give them the courage to continue to do other quests. Now, granted, if the diplomacy mark or aspect would have worked, then yes, but we don't know that that would work. So we are going to go with Swift Strike, and maybe the game is made to where I can't really mess up. I don't know. I guess we'll find out as we play. I'm not familiar with this. I don't know anyone who's played this. I didn't know it existed until a quick search or two. So we're going to do this one. I think that's going to be what is best. I really do. I just can't help but think that. We're going to go all the way up with this. And then a little bit of smarts to the first line. And then a little bit of strength to the final line, right? Yes. Ding! Drink is done. This should do it. Oh, that tastes great. Very brisk. Do you feel a little braver? No, not yet. But I feel faster, more agile, swifter than with my bow. Like my arrows could find any werewolf's heart. I'm sure with bravery, the bravery will come later. I'm sure it will. Thank you. This drink gave me some hope and heart palpitations. I think that's your anxiety. Maybe. You've got this, Fable. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. Much better. See, I don't let my fears typically, I'm not going to say never. I typically do not let my fears stop me from things. I try to face them head on, and it's almost like a daredevilish feeling, like, you know how people do stunts and things because they live for the adrenaline rush and such. I don't do stunts and things. I'm not agile. I'm not swift. I'm not thin and athletic. I'm bulky and, yeah, not those things. Slow and bulky. But other things get my anxiety or my adrenaline rushing, like public speaking or going to play D&D. Even though I've done it for roughly a year now, it still gives me bits of anxiety every time I do it because the aforementioned things that we talked about. So, you know, I've gotten to where typically I do not let my fears stop me because I learned when I was about 18. We won't get into the details of why the lesson came to me, but one day we'll talk about it. I'm sure we've talked about it before. Maybe we have. Who knows? I learned around 18 that I would rather live in a few minutes of fear and embarrassment and anxiety and exhilaration than a lifetime of what ifs and a lifetime of regrets because I didn't try to do something. I didn't, you know, ask the person to dance. I didn't message first. I didn't share my testimony because I was afraid it would be ill received. I didn't go and play D&D because I was afraid that I would play it poorly. You know, there are so many things that I do that I am terrified of doing, even if I've done them 100 times. And I do them anyway. Because if I don't do the things, then I don't get experiences. Like Fable here has discussed, if you don't do things, you don't get experiences. And if you don't get experiences, then you can't write songs or ballads. And who doesn't want to write a handsome ballad? But yeah, so that's my best effort. I try. Because, you know, you can make a difference too when you do things. Be the one who speaks up. Be the one who stands out. Be the one that's you. That's unapologetically, unadulteratedly you. Because that's the only person you can be. And if you don't be you, then no one will get to experience you. And you, most sadly of all, will not get to experience you. And you deserve to experience you. All right, that's my TED Talk for the day. Sorry, guys. Oh, I almost forgot. I I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday, and how I'd have to thank you properly if I did end up ever taking a quest. So I brought you some Phoenix chilies from my garden. They seemed like something you might enjoy. They possess natural magical properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be fire resistant. And consumption can pass onto mortals like us? Exactly. I thought they might go well with your drinks. They will. Thank you, Fable. That's very thoughtful. That's a very thoughtful gift. Since I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions in a few days, I'll take a look at them all together later. Oh, of course. I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with some next time. But first, I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post victory. Bye, Fable. Be safe. They just left. How can we be wondering that already? Okay. I wonder how Fable is doing. Maybe they'll find some new ingredients for me. Although, probably not. I hope my ship arrives soon. Okay, let's look at some of the stuff we just got. We've got... Oh, look. I wonder if any of these can be turned... Oh, the riverbanks. Some Rove. That's the Hydra. There's the Banshee. Okay, so none of these make anything yet. But there's the werewolf quest. It's gone now, supposedly. Yeah, we got that. We don't need that. Where is it? Where are my other things? I thought I learned something else. Was it a character trait? I don't know. Something popped up. Maybe it was the Hydra thing. Yeah. According to the Hydra, the Chimera's hatred for mice is the universal truth, or maybe it just rhymed with ice. Who knows? Who's to say? So that's the only thing I got. I guess that's what I got. And then, and the riverbanks. I did get that one. So nothing yet makes anything viable. Did get a couple of things though. All right, let's carry on, shall we? Oh, you're back. You again. Me again. And who are you? That's useful information, thank you. Someone who wants a drink. What kind? Drink. These are just the most helpful. I got itchy back. Somebody scratch it for me. I can't reach it. I can't. Let me tell you. Bras make the most itchy and uncomfortable of contraptions. Now this one's relatively comfortable, but it's still itchy. You get an itch right under the base of it, usually where the clasps and everything meet, because there's a tag in there. Ooh, but you can't tuck it out or cut it out, because then you'll forget which size the bra is. And I have two of this exact same bra, and they're two different sizes, and so depending on how much I weigh that day as to which one I can put on, or how I want everything to sit, depends on which one I put on. Anyway, that is not important. I'm just telling you I'm itchy because of my bra tag. Yes, I get it. Could you try being more specific? That spoken heart one tasted fine. Thank you. Spoken heart it is, buddy. We'll get you hooked right up. Just draw that out. You need some of this here charisma. All the way to the tip. Okay. And then a wee bit, this one, of defense. Just a touch. And then a bit of strength. Ta-da! A spoken heart, just for you. maybe it will help you find more words. I think they're a rogue of some sort. They seem to have a roguish look about them. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might make me come back for more. Might not. Thank you. Enjoy. Toodles. Charming. And the morning and the evening were the second day. Oh, well then. I gotta come up with more voices. That's a bearded lady, maybe, and you're a vampire of sorts. And my watch wants me to get moving. Just have to get over it. I'm sitting here. Sedentary. Careful. You'll step on my cape. Oh, that's a good voice. We'll find one. No, I don't like that one. Careful. You'll step on my cape. Oh, hush. Greetings, travelers. How may I help you? Ugh, not another one of those empty blabblers. I can confidently say I'm all but empty. That's what they all say. Seems they've given ye some more dialogue options than most, but that don't convince me just yet. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Of course not. Probably forgot that to give ye enough intellect. Would surprise me if there was actually a brain inside that skull. I'm sure there is. Have you checked? No, but I can assure you, I'm different from your average background character. Sure. I must agree, you look much more delicious than they usually do. Thank you? But I should let you know, I'm not on the menu. Don't worry much about him. He's a tad quirky. I see. That thing on your shoulder, is it quirky too? What thing? Ah, my cape. Your cape? That's not his cape. That green fell on his shoulder as an ooze, or what's left of it. And the rest is on you? Aye, pretty tough to clean off. May I ask how that happened? You just did. Maybe I can offer you two a drink in exchange for the story on your names? Yes, I love stories. Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. Oh my gosh. Sir Alphonse Louise Frederick Duquet de Song, or de Sang. It's long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle. Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood. Of course, if you're out, I would settle for something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red is my favorite color. I'll look for something with red in it. I don't know which of these is red. Can I actually see? Okay. Is this one got red? That one is red, right? I don't know. None of them are really red. That one seems blue. This one might be red. Let's see. Picante aroma. I think that gives me the feeling that it might be red. So, there was one that was fiery. I guess, yeah. The Ingus is probably my best bet. So, I didn't even pin it. I closed out of the book entirely. I'm supposed to be here. We'll try this one and see if it's red enough. Yeah, that's mostly red. All the way to the tip. Okay. And this is also yellow, which is... Ooh, that's too much. You need some of this. Yeah, that's about right. And then some of this. See if Kyle likes this. There you are, Kyle. Some almost blood for you, sir. Ooh, thank you kindly. That looks delicious. Is this voice too much like Fables? I could have given it more of a Count Dracula sound. That looks delicious. We could do that. Sip, sip, sip. All of it, all the way down. All of it at once. It also tastes delicious, very alive. Maybe as a chaser you could let me have a bite? No. Okay. And to whom may I offer the second drink? Ray Frostgrip. Nice to meet. Yeah. Skip. Just serve me something strong, something that feels durable, tough like a mountain, or the caves of Ur. One of those frosted lagoons looks close enough. Coming right up. Frosted Lagoon. I don't think I've made that one yet. Not. Fill me up. Buttercup baby with the frosted goon. Shoobity boop. And then a wee bit. Doop. And does it have any of that? I don't. Something's not right. Did it not reach the. No. Did it not reach the tip? Oh, pish. Oh, poppycock. It just didn't light up the first time. There. And then this one. There we go. Enjoy. A taste of just for you, valued customer number 2. Oh, are you hitting up the placeholder text? Let me try. I see you are many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks. Just how I like it. So, Ray, Kyle, what about the ooze-filled story? Fine. Guess you've earned it. All right. Picture me, deep in the mountains of Dovemere, with my trusty axe and a good drink by my side. There I was, minding my own business, digging for the good stuff, you know? Hit of gold vein earlier and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Had a real big pile of gold. Then suddenly, this big ooze comes along and slurp. Gone it was. That's a very boring story. Perhaps we could go looking for my cape now. It's nearly sunrise. And? The sun kills ye? Oh, right. Did the ooze also eat the cape? Yes. No. Oh. Anyways, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior, but when the oozes slurped me gold, I had to do something. So I took me shovel and dug and hit and dug and hit until there was nothing left of the ooze anymore. Well, almost nothing. So, did you dig out your gold? Silly food, she dug me. And guess what he was clinging on to? The gold? Oh yes, a big gold nugget. Should be enough to get me to Warivia. Or Waruvia, sorry. And perhaps it can get me a dandy new cape. I don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. Ah, we did? Please allow me to ask a question. What was that deal again? I get ye to Baruvia so ye can participate in your fancy vampire banquets, and in return I get the gold. But what about my cape? Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother. It's a lost cause. We looked everywhere on our way here. Fought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I started to wonder, where in his life did this man put his cape? Where everyone puts their cape. Do you know where I put me capes? Where? On my back? In a wardrobe! Oh. So you can wear it inside the wardrobe land? What? No! Kyle, maybe we could offer you someone to retrieve your cape for you. Would you? Phenomenal! I could put out a quest for you, but there would be need to be a little more information. Good luck with that. First, I'd need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Stretton, Peruvia. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course, I cannot find it. The cape of invisibility is playing tricks on me. It's quite moody sometimes. Which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. Oh, of course. Then what was the last vampire event you wore your cape to? My wedding. Your wedding? When I married my sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape to show how important she was to me. Evelyn, the vampire Countess Evelyn, residing in Morrow Castle? That would be her. Congratulations. Are you still married? I didn't mean to click that. Ugh, of course not. I hate her, every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted... What? Spit it out, leech! Oh. What? My cape? Ah, rats, here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape. What now? That little mean, vicious, beautiful beast, her, that thief of thieves, robbed me of my most precious possession. Would you rather it be your heart? No, I had that taken out centuries ago. But my cape, I could never live without that. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn, how could you do this to me? I trusted you with all I had. That's rough, buddy. Perhaps innkeeper. That's your name, right? Not really. Oh, my deepest apologies. What is it then? Don't think it's time for that yet. Names are a valuable currency after all. For some types, indeed. But you mustn't be so mysterious to a new friend. All my friends call me innkeeper. Oh, in that case, I shall not disrespect your wishes. Well then, innkeeper, do you think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape from me? Ooh. Pardon. A precious cape for me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever set foot in her villa again. Yes, I think we can find such an adventurer. We're setting up for that search right now. So, where could a brave adventurer find Morrow Castle? Deep past the abyss of dread, at the foot of the mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn. Queen of darkness, temptress of men, Femco champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with their life. Just be wary, she bites. Ah, and she may be invisible now. Alright, I think I've got everything I need. I have a quest for you. I'm sure you're capable to be back in no time. I hope so. That reminds me. Not another cursed monologue. Innkeep, quickly another drink. Out, pish. I don't think I can make it through another tale of woe without an artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Alright. A lagoon. Chalk it up. All of the... Come on. Lots of this. 1, 2, 3. A wee dash. Oops. A wee dash of this. 1. Did it peak? No. I think it got it that time. And a bit of this. There we go. Frosted Lagoon. Some liquid stamina for a valued guest. Let me try. You got it right again. I might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, not a drink now that I'm consumed with the thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Everything ails ye. The whole way here you were complaining about having to walk. My bat form doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice, and the slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. And my back is still itchy, or is all itchy. Mine too, Kyle. By the dragons, could you be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh, right. Innkeeper, do you have a drink to protect me from the sun? Perchance something that would also moisturize my delicate skin? I'm afraid not. Oh, that reminds me, my Aunt Mathilda used to harness the power of Chimera's saliva for sun protection. Chimera? I'm still not sure about that word. A chimera? I think a beast made out of several animals. Got 3 heads and all made by the dragons to guard Gaia. Likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware. I just didn't know its saliva could be so useful. Ah. If only I hadn't eaten that delectable bear Karima in the Scarlet Caves. I could have asked for a sample of its saliva. I'm sure it would have been gone. That would have gone over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Miss Frostgrip, dearest Rhea, perhaps we can alter our deal. Oh nay, forget it. I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and ooze goop, I'd be no match for such a beast. No problem. I can make it another request for my trusted ward. And when will it be done? Tell me when I can walk among mortals in the glistening sunlight once more. As soon as a fearless adventurer picks it up and succeeds. Especially that part. Splendid! Did you hear that? A quest just for me. Let's leave it at 2. Say innkeep. While we wait for someone to do his work, do you perhaps have a room or two? Possibly a room without sunlight. Wouldn't want Snow White to go up in flames over here. Sure thing. I've got a couple of barred up rooms. You can stay there. Oh, how much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. Seems like they gave you more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real girl one day. Do I need to go on and do this? Do I need to go on and add quests? How do I do that? There's gotta be a way for me to... Okay. I can't really do that here. These go together. Nope, not you. Looking for cape. No. You. Vampire last sought his cape before he was wedded to Evelyn. Nope. The one thing that stands a chance against the ruling sun. Nope. Nope. This one. Can I do this and make these go together? This would go here, and then this, and then this. But my quill's not over here, so I can't do much with it. I don't really know how to add more quests. Okay. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. How do you know I'm tasty? Alright, I need to add the quests. Okay, this is how we do it. Alright, a quirky vampire is looking for his cape. Last saw it at the wedding, at the foot. And there's my quest. And then, hey there, Evelyn. On a mild summer morning, a senile vampire came to look for his cape of invisibility at the Wayfarer's Inn. After steady questioning, the innkeeper uncovered that he lost his cape at his wedding, where his ex-wife, Countess Evelyn, stole it for him. She resides at the foot of the Witch's Wrath Peak. Venture to the peak and dare to retrieve the long-lost cape. But beware, she might be invisible. Awesome. Then, Hydra. Alright. Okay. I don't know that I have. Okay. According to this, the Hydra has a hatred of mice. All right. I think this one, and this one. Until sunrise, deep in the quag mangrove resides a wyvern chimera. Its scales and claws are valuable treasures to any alchemist, its saliva even more so. It happens a certain vampire may be able to use the rare saliva to produce a sunscreen so effective that he could even walk in broad daylight. Is there any adventurer or mouse brave enough to confront the beast, the chimera, not the vampire, and bring back a bucket of saliva? My ear itches because of these headphones. Silly headphones. Alright, we have 2 quests now. And 3 bits of information that are absolutely useless. Alright. And the morning and the evening were the second day. What? What does my watch want from me? Oh, we got some messages. We did it, guys. We completed another day. We met some interesting characters. I should have clicked on the journal before we went in here to look at people's names. Okay, my back itches so badly. I don't recommend it, but I'm gonna take these scissors to scratch it. Let's move the hair back so I don't accidentally cut it. Scratching my back with scissors is the only option I have, because that's the one thing about not having people around. You have to scratch your own back. Can I reach this one without cutting my shirt? This one, the one way went down my back, but I don't think I can do the same from the other direction. Alright, that's better than nothing. I'll go find a doorpost later. Sorry about the delay, guys. Okay, anyway, we were productive. We found some interesting characters. We'll just see what happens next. I'm enjoying it this far. I can't say that my voices are great, or that they're even consistent. I'm doing my best, guys. It's just not me. It's not me. I don't do accents very well. I don't do voices very well. And poor Kyle's changed like 3 times, I'm pretty sure, in one sentence. Anywho's it, I appreciate your patience with me as we journey through these monologues and get tidbits and create quests and the likes. We'll see what we can come up with next. The next time we play, we should have some more things for like the peppers. We're supposed to have the chilies and some more ingredients delivered this evening. So hopefully, upon the next day when we play, we will have those things to look forward to. Anywho's it. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and until next time, toodles.